Marissa, I lost 50 pounds. I've never felt better.
Barbara, now your body's by Nutrisystem. Who's your body box? Call now, 995-5000.
The display of the Challenger wreckage at 5.
Oh, damn.
Are you still working on that tie, Dad?
Yeah, it's new and the material's stiff.
Of course. You don't suppose that maybe you're just a little bit nervous, do you?
About what?
Oh, introducing your new friend Darlene to the family?
Well, why would I be nervous about that?
No reason at all.
Darn right. You know, Darlene's got so much personality that if she were to bottle it, she'd be a very rich woman.
I'm really looking forward to meeting her, you know that?
You're gonna love her. You're all gonna love her.
I hate it. Oh, that one's just as bad.
What am I going to do?
Let's see. Judson, honey, that flu that's been going around. Now, Darlene, you are a grown woman. Stop acting like a schoolgirl. Anyway, Judson said they were nice people, and if they don't like you the way you are... Oh, that's just great. Now I look like a $2 bar girl. They're gonna think Judson's gone blind and crazy.
Dylan, please, you can't leave.
Why not?
You can't just walk away because of some bad luck.
Watch me. Look, this whole thing was a mistake to begin with. I should never have taken this job.
I thought you loved working around cars.
I can work around cars all day without being your mother's chauffeur.
Oh, all right. So I'll talk to her. I'll tell her she has to get somebody else.
No, you won't. I'm leaving, Brenda.
You're not being reasonable. You're upset about your telescope, Dylan. I don't blame you. That's a horrible thing to have happen, but you can't just quit.
I'm doing what's right for me, okay? Grace, can you tell Mrs. Clegg I need to see her right away?
I'll tell her.
Kraft singles are so important. Ounce for ounce, Kraft singles have over 4 times more calcium than milk. Calcium the government recommends for strong bones and healthy teeth.
Say cheese!
Say Kraft singles, because kids love Kraft singles, right down to their bones.
This is a very good speech, Daddy.
Well, that came down kind of hard on the media. How do you think the Overseas Press Club is going to feel about it?
They'll love it. Reporters love being kicked around. We're going to get a lot of quotes from this one.
Well, thank you. Now, what are you going to tell Zed about the DCAP offer?
I don't know. The job that Zed described to me would take an enormous commitment of time and energy.
Come on, what's the problem? Sounds like a great opportunity for you.
Well, of course it is, but... Well, it would at least require a 14-hour day workday.
How much have I had to do with this decision of yours?
Not much. But, you know, I really have loved being able to help you.
Well, I have loved being able to depend on you, too, Emily. But I do have a capable staff working for me, and I can take care of myself.
Well, I just want to be sure I can be there if you need me. I mean, it does take a long time to recover from your kind of injury. And I hate to leave you alone.
My darling, I'm fine, really. I'm probably healthier now than I was before the shooting. Anyway, if things go the way I hope they'll go, I won't be alone very much longer.
You mean you and Clarissa?
She hasn't said yes yet, but, well, she's getting very close every day.
Oh, I am so happy for you. I really am.
Now, let's get back to Zed and leave me out of the conversation completely. Okay. How do you feel about the job?
The job could be very exciting. See, Zed wants to go beyond politics. He wants to focus on the excitement of being at the center of power in our capital.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of a show you could do.
Yeah, but then again, I ask myself, why am I walking away from a network anchor position? I mean, most journalists would kill for it, and they really want me back, and it is very tempting. Well, there is something else about the network job.
It's in New York.
And no memories. Washington is a town that belonged to Trey and me. Every place I go is a place that I used to be with him.
Well, that's life, my darling.
Then I remember when I was in New York, I really did miss Washington. I mean, not just Trey, but I missed the excitement that Zed wants the show to be about.
Doesn't sound to me like you have much of a choice to make. If I were you, I would say yes to Mr. Diamond. Toot sweet.
I'm sorry, Thomas, but I just can't get past all those years when your father could have been a part of our lives and he chose not to be. And it was his choice, not mine. Would you open this, please?
Sure, Mom, we know the reason for his decision. The plane crash, his physical condition.
Oh, Thomas, I know all that. I just feel that he didn't trust me enough to come back, let me be a part of that decision. Aside from all of that, you know, all those years I spent alone, Mark was a tower of strength for me and for all of us. And Mark was always there when we needed him.
Well, Mom, no question, Mark is a great guy.
Well, then what are we talking about?
Feelings? Mom, what do your feelings tell you?
That everyone is spending much too much time worrying about me. Thank you.
Okay, Mom, but look, when I see that my mother and father are in pain the way you were at Zed's party, I have to say something.
Thomas, I hardly spoke to your father at that party.
You didn't have to. The connection was there. It was obvious that you were both hurting a lot.
He says as far as he's concerned, it is over between us.
It's not over, and you know it. Mom, you should see yourselves together. Whenever the two of you are together, something very special happens. And if you're lucky enough to have that, it's a crime to walk away from each other.
Can't you find someone else's love life to worry about for a change? Like maybe your own?
Touché. Okay, I'll stop. There's just one more thing. For everything that you say about Mark and all the wonderfully rational reasons that you have for marrying him, there is one thing that I've never heard you say. And it's something I think you should think about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have never heard you use the word love.
I'll get it.
Hi, Judson. Am I too early?
You look wonderful. No, come right in. You're right on time.
Mom.
I'd like you to meet my daughter, Clarissa McCandless, my grandson, Thomas, and this is Darlene Stankowski.
Well, darling, I'm so glad you could come.
My pleasure.
It's very nice to meet you, darling.
You too.
Here, let me take your coat.
I brought this for dinner. I forgot to call and ask how many people were coming, so I just got a big one. And the chocolates are for after dinner.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you.
Oh, I see you've already got wine.
No, we only have white wine. I really meant to buy red wine, and I forgot. No, that's perfect.
If Wally hadn't broken your telescope, none of this would even be happening.
Yes, it would. Try to understand, would you? I'm just not cut out to be anyone's servant.
Well, you don't have to be. My mother can get somebody else. Dylan, please don't leave. Doesn't our friendship mean anything to you?
You know it does.
Well, then how can you just walk away?
We got no future together, Brenda, and you know it.
No, I don't.
We're from two different planets. We could never make
But
it.
it's not true.
Yes, it is. I could never be part of your world.
What world?
The one I saw at the party that your father sent the chauffeur to pick you up from. I don't belong there, and I never will.
You decided that based on one glimpse of me at a party?
Yeah, that was enough.
You don't understand, Dylan. These people are just like everybody else. They cry when they hurt. They laugh when they're happy. I didn't realize you could be such a snob.
I'm not a snob, Brenda. But I'm not a fool either. I know when I've been outclassed.
I am not talking about money here. I am talking about the way your mind works. You have the ability to go as far as you want, Dylan.
You make it sound easy, Brenda. It's not.
Dylan, you have worked very hard for everything that you have. It wasn't handed to you like most people I know.
That's right. And I learned from experience. And what I've learned here is that I can't operate in a situation where I have no control over what happens to me.
Look, don't you want to go to college? Can't you just think of this as a means to an end, a place where you have free room and board, and so you can save all the money that you make?
Not anymore.
Grace said you wanted to see me, Dylan.
Yes, Mrs. Clegg. I just want to tell you I'm quitting.
If you're a woman, this material can make a difference in your life. A big difference. They call it
for a better shine and
fresh lemon scent.
Spray sunshine all over the place and improve lemon Windex shine.
improved regular Windex, too.
Thank you for using AT&T.
You're coming home when?
We have another way to thank all the people who use AT&T long distance. Every time you call family and friends, you can earn discounts on vacations, at JCPenney, on VCRs, and lots more.
Wait, Fred, you put what where?
It's called AT&T Opportunity Calling. Our brand new catalog is easier than ever to use, so look for it in the mail, and thank you for using AT&T.
Thank you.
AT&T Opportunity Calling, another reason AT&T is the right choice.
Now, Dylan, let's you and I talk about this rationally and unemotionally.
I'm not being emotional, Mrs. Clegg. I don't want to work for you.
Well, I realize you're still upset about your telescope, Dylan. And I don't blame you. But you picked the absolute worst time to leave.
Not for me, it isn't.
Brenda's told me about how much you have a dream about going to college, Dylan. If you leave now, you're just getting in your own way. I mean, why don't you not be your own worst enemy?
Why do you care what happens to me?
Well, I care about all the people in my household. And as a matter of fact, I've been meaning to speak to you about an increase in your salary. Your work has been highly suitable. Most Mr. Clegg and I feel that you should be rewarded.
What kind of a game are you playing, Mrs. Clegg?
A game?
Isn't this what you wanted? To get me out of here?
Well, Dylan, I will admit that I had some doubts about you at the beginning, but you've proven that you're an excellent mechanic and a driver. Besides, there's something else to consider.
What?
Well, if you are going to go to college, I presume you're going to go on a scholarship. One letter from my husband to the administration office of a university would be of great help. But if you leave, of course, that wouldn't be possible.
How much?
$50 a week.
Well, I'll have to think about it.
Well, you will at least be around for the weekend, won't you?
Okay.
Good, if you can finish fixing my whirlpool. I really need it. Good night, Dylan.
Good night, Mrs. Clegg.
$50 indeed.
Excellent wine, darling.
You're good and dry.
Thanks, it's the kind we serve at Corky's.
Ah.
Here we are.
Mrs. McKinley, can I help?
Oh, please call me Clarissa. No, and everything is just about done. Why don't you have some brie? Thomas, help her.
Here, have a piece of this here. You'll like it. I think you'll like that.
What part of the South do you come from?
Oh, Tennessee. Oh, right next to Lawrenceburg. It's on the Alabama line.
How long have you been in Washington?
About 5 years.
Like it?
It's nice if you can afford the rent. I mean, it's a lovely town.
Mom, did you come in cars?
Sure, Mom. In this family, the surgeon always carves.
I feel terrible sitting here doing nothing.
Oh, no, relax. It's all taken care of.
They hate me.
What?
I can tell. I don't know how to act. I don't know what to do.
Come on now, just be yourself.
Okay, everybody, dinner's served.
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, this is pretty.
Thank you.
So this
Well,
is Mom's
I hope you like
special-
Would you like a roll? Oh, don't spoil your napkins. Give me the salt, Ray. See, when this happens, all you do is you just pour the salt on the stain, you let it set for a while, and it soaks up all the stain. Then after about an hour or so, you brush all that away, and then you add club soda to it and rub it on what's left of the stain, and it's as though nothing has happened.
Well, that's incredible. Where did you learn that?
Listen, if you haven't learned anything from working as a waitress for 20 years, then you've got nothing at all. Oh, hey, I forgot the most important thing.
What's that?
We need another glass of wine right away.
Oh, well, I'll drink to that.
Here, here.
And then right after that, I'd like to pose a little toast to Darlene. I get my glass. To a gal who knows what to do when the chips are down. Here we go.
Cheers. It'll be your show to shape in whatever way you want. Your view of Washington. The people, the high life, the low life, with no restrictions.
I've even got a title for you if you like. The Washington Eye. What do you think?
Well, I am very flattered by your interest, of course.
This isn't flattery, it's business. What's holding you back?
I am concerned that I will be pressured to do nothing but gossip. And I don't want to turn into another Vera Sweet.
If you took on Vera Sweet, you'd put her out of business. Half of Washington would thank you.
But I am not interested in doing a video gossip column.
Sloan.
But I want to do serious coverage of serious issues.
I want you on whatever terms I can get you. The show will be your baby.
Can you guarantee that?
In writing. Well,
I need to think about this.
what's the problem? Is it Trey? Can't you work in the same city with him?
Benihana has taken the art of Oriental cooking one step further by creating Benihana Oriental Lights. It's not just under 300 calories. It's glazed chicken. It's not just under 300 calories. It's shrimp with cashews. It's not just under... Hallmark.
Frito-Lay has a new flavored Lay's brand potato chip. It's called
Jalapeno and cheddar.
Okay, I got it now. New Lay's
Jalapeno and cheddar.
No other chip can say it. No one can eat just one.
Man.
You can't get to sleep, honey? You start your new job tomorrow.
I know. I gotta get some Z's.
Nitol will help you get your Z's.
Come on, Nitol. Give me some Z's.
Nitol will help you get your Z's.
Nitol helps you feel drowsy, so you can fall asleep fast.
Nitol will help you get your Z's.
You're still hung up on him, aren't you? Hey, listen to me, and this is your friend talking. Trey gave you a lot of grief while you were married to him. Why let him go on doing that?
He's not doing anything to me now. I have my own life.
Then he should have no influence over your decisions. You're too special to sell out over Trey.
I don't think that I'm selling out.
Sure you have. Sloan, you were born for this show. You're Washington to the core. You know this city. You know how it works, and everyone in it.
Everyone important.
You're a crack journalist and a strong personality. You put these things together, and we've got one of the hottest news shows in the country. Come on, what do you say?
I say, we've got a deal.
Oh, yeah, that was the year after I went to Alaska.
I didn't know you were in Alaska.
A lot about me you don't know.
I'm beginning to realize that.
Why'd you go up there?
High pay and 10 men for every woman, so I heard. So I thought, what, you know, why not?
Were you there in the winter?
Oh, the word winter doesn't begin to describe what happens up there. Colder than heck. But the money's good. And, you know, I met this old prospector, and he used to give me gold nuggets for tips. Then there was this old fisherman. He was madly in love with me. And he, for Valentine's Day, sent me a 65-pound tuna. Of course, he didn't pay the freight, so it cost me $28. After that, I hitched my way back to the States.
Well, don't stop now.
Oh, come on, I've talked your ears off. And anyway, it's getting late, and I need my beauty sleep.
I'll get your coat.
Dinner was great, and I had a wonderful time.
Well, so did we. I hope you're going to come back soon.
I hope so. You know, your father's really something else. He's a very true gentleman.
I know. I haven't seen him this happy in a long, long time. I think I know why.
Good night, Thomas. I hope I'm never in need for a bone doctor, but in case I am, I certainly will have the ambulance to cart me over to you.
Oh, well, I appreciate the confidence, Darlene, but I think we'll see you a long time before that.
Thank you.
Come on, honey, I'll walk you to the car.
Thanks, Judson. Night, all.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
So, it looks like Granddad landed himself quite a woman.
She's wonderful. I think he's in love, and I understand why.
I think you're right. I'll get there. Hello?
Oh, hello, Thomas. Is your mother there?
Sure, just a minute. Mom, it's Mark.
Hi there.
Hello, lady. How'd your dinner go?
Oh, wonderfully. Mark, we just fell in love with Dad's lady friend.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Listen, I just called up to remind you about the fundraising dinner for the symphony tomorrow night.
Oh, I didn't forget about it. Mark, I'm really looking forward to it.
What are you doing?
Fixing your mother's whirlpool.
But I thought you were leaving. What did my mother say to you?
She offered me a raise.
She what? I don't understand her. I thought you leaving would be the best news she's ever heard.
She's your mother. Don't ask me to figure her out.
Well, now that's very flattering. I beg you to stay, and you won't even listen to me, and she flashes a little green stuff in front of your face, and you give in.
I didn't say I'd stay. And for your information, if it wasn't for you, I'd have told her right then and there what she could do with her money.
You really mean that?
I don't say what I don't mean.
So what do you think?
I think I'd better finish working on this tonight.
Yeah, and then what?
And I think I got a lot more thinking to do.
Wouldn't that buy me again?
I gave Dylan a raise
Why a raise?
to keep him from quitting.
I thought that's what you wanted, Myrna.
Well, I did. When Dylan came in to tell me he was leaving, Brenda was with him. And one look into that girl's eyes, and I realized you were right.
About what?
Well, you warned me if I got rid of Dylan that Brenda might well run after him, and then I'd lose her, too. So I decided it was better to let him stay. That way we can keep an eye on both of them.
What are you up to this time, Myrna?
Oh, honestly, Sam, I can't make the simplest gesture without everyone accusing me of some ulterior motive.
You're doing your best, working your hardest.
What'd you think?
We're doing ours too, just for you.
Hungry?
At Tyson Foods, we're doing our best just for you. That's why we didn't stop with America's best-selling chicken breast patty. We added a patty